YouTube. Let me holla at y'all real quick. So your boy, man, in this quest on the modification train, now that you know we have the new 2025 Goldwing, I'm swapping out the windscreen. First big mod of this riding season will be the windscreen. And you guys are probably wondering what I'm going with. I ain't even gonna hold you up. We're going with the F4 Customs windscreen. So let me go ahead and rip this out of the box and show you what we looking like. So this is what you're greeted in the box with. And mine says it came with the cleaner. You have your instructions nicely wrapped. All right, get your instructions out. And they are in there. Ooh, there we go. We got F4 custom stickers. We have the install instructions. Two little guys right here, the clear bumpers. Right here it says, I'm not gonna read the whole thing for you, but basically how to care for your F4 Customs windshield. All right, got her out of the box. One thing I will say, the quality of this feels real thick. And then I love the fact that it has a lip, like a little bit of a curvature. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a little bit of a curvature on there to kind of flip the wind up and over your head. So I'm really curious to see how that's going to affect. And I went with the light tint. So this is how the light tint looks. To me, that looks fire. It's not too dark, but it's just enough to, you know, at nighttime, I should have no issues seeing through it. And also when I'm recording, you guys should be able to see through it nicely as well. So now let's do the install and get this thing on the bike. Real quick, I want to show you guys how much wider this is over the stock windscreen. So, I don't know if you guys can see that there, especially up top. You can see definitely how much more wind protection this should offer. Look at where the old one stops. So yeah, that should be really nice. Like, this is almost what mine looks like when it's raised. About this high up. So I'm really curious to see how this is gonna change the difference. But let's get this baby taken off the old one and get the new one on. I want to show you guys something. So once you pull your push pin out, so once you push it in with, like, you know, a pick or something, you pull this guy out and then you go on this side and you want to just push it down and it'll come right out. So as you see, there's a hook. So you pull down and it comes right out of the screen. And then we'll get to the 4 bolts with the Allen key. All right, so I'm gonna use a 5mm Allen key, Allen wrench to just break them loose. Just gonna break these guys loose and then I'll flip the thing around and make it easier. And then you just wanna take each one out. And then once they get pretty loose, you can kind of just use your hand, but hold it very careful because there's 2 washers. You got your plastic washer, and actually there are 2 plastic, a clear and a black washer. So be careful with those. So it's the same procedure for all 4. I'm not going to show you the whole 4, but yeah, just take all the 4 bolts out and then we'll slap the new one on. All right, so I hand screwed on all the screws. Now I'm just going over with my 5mm Allen wrench and then just tighten these down. One thing is you don't want to put too much force on this, and then make sure, like this one's giving me a little bit of resistance. So I'm gonna make sure I hand tighten this as much as possible. All right. And then go in and just give it a nice little snug turn. Don't do too much, because when I took them off, they weren't very tight from the factory. So boom, just literally got them on there snug. So we'll pop the covers back on and lower it down. So I didn't install the rubber bumpers just yet because I kind of wanted to show you guys why you need them. As you can see, can you hear that? That's why you want to put those rubber bumpers in there, because when you're driving, this thing will do that. So I'm going to put the rubber bumper right here to keep it from, you know, flopping against the winglet here. So got the bumper in. As you can see, there's nothing. So make sure you put those in there, man, just to protect your windshield when it's all the way down. All right, people, there it is. F4 Customs 20-inch windscreen installed. What you guys think? Now, the real test is getting this baby out on the road. So that's what I'm going to do next. And I gotta say, I gotta put it in some sunlight to see what it looking like. But that dark tint, man, definitely complements this black bike, which I still haven't named yet. Definitely complements it. We get a little farther of a look. Yeah, man. Definitely nice. So, yeah, man, let's get this baby out on the road and see what she's looking like. Catch y'all out on the road. All right, people. So we are out on the road. I got my windscreen up, or down, should I say. I meant up, like up on the bike. But yeah, I got the windscreen down. And as you see, I'm doing 50 miles an hour. So what I want to really test is what it's like all the way down, which is where it's at now. And then once I get up to speed, what it's like all the way up. So when I say the speed, I mean like 50, 60, 70 mile an hour, where you really feel the effects of having wind beating down your day and you're making that long ride a little more exhausting than it should be. So, you know, first impressions, I'm not feeling anything. It's very quiet, opposed to before where like up here, man, it'd be a lot of turbulence. In my head, it'd be doing one of these numbers. But I'm not getting that yet. I'm trying to get to a spot where I can, really get some wind behind me. So bear with me 1 second while I navigate us to a more wind appropriate location. Plus, where I'm gonna be at, it's mostly country roads. So a lot of times on these country roads, man, you get those crosswinds on the open fields that'll literally, throw you around. And I'm trying to see if, having this will help negate some of me getting tossed around like this in the wind. So I'm doing 50. I'm checking the top of my visor, and I'm not feeling nothing crazy. I haven't put the windshield up yet. So let's go up with it. Oh wow. Yeah, that made it a lot quieter. And I can see right through the windshield. I'm not looking at the top, I'm looking right through it. And keep in mind, my stats are 6'1" with a 32-inch inseam. And I'm really looking with the screen all the way up. Is there a lot of distortion? And no, even with the lip that curves up, I'm not seeing any distortion. So I'm gonna drop this baby down. Let's give her some power, see what we looking like. All right, so doing 55. This is typical for the back roads. You see I'm getting wind like right up here. I'm doing 60. And keep in mind, this was not sponsored. I paid for this with my own money. So I'm giving y'all an unbiased review. So all the way down, I still, honestly, sitting back here, I still got a little bit of wind buffeting on the sides, like right around this area. A little bit of wind buffeting. So let me raise it up and see if that... Okay. It's gone. It's gone, y'all. Hey. Hold on, I'm just moving my head to see if I can like get some turbulence, but I'm not getting any. And that's with the windscreen all the way up. And you can kind of adjust it. I'm gonna see how high I can go before I feel turbulence. So I feel it right around there. So if I go up, it's very, very, very minimal right here at this level. And it's basically like I'm looking right at the top of it. But when it's all the way down, you can kind of see it's a little bit of turbulence. But it's definitely a lot quieter than the 16-inch I had on here. Man, them 4 inches make a difference. Wait, giggity. I'm talking about the windscreen. Y'all chill. Y'all, man, y'all be going all left. I'm talking about the windscreen. Going from the 16-inch to the 20-inch, the 4 inches make a difference. Yeah, okay. See what other road I could jump on, man. Oh, let me test how the... I don't know which way I want to go. I think we're gonna go this way. That looks a little crazy down there. I really want to test the effects of it, you know, on the body too. So now the head is good as far as like my head bobbling. That's good, especially with the windscreen up. Let's see what it feels like doing some speed with the windscreen up. So I'm doing about 65. Man, that's nice. Like I'm getting nothing at 70 right here. I can feel it on like the outside of my shoulders, but as far as like my face and the wind and my vibe, yo, nothing when it's up. And then when it's down, yes, I get some buffeting. Let me close my visor and see if it's loud with the... So when it's down, I'm still getting at the top of the helmet that buffer, but I felt like the buffer zone has raised to around my forehead area. Let's see what we're looking like here. See what we're looking like. Yeah. So with this thing being like, you know, up or down, I mean, it feels like it has a little bit of buffeting. Actually, you know what, y'all? I'm gonna go straight. All right, let's go straight. Yeah. So I just want to test that out one more time with the visor closed. See what we're looking like. I mean, cruising around 50. That's perfect. Like, I still get a little bit of buffeting, but not as much as I did with the 16. It was a lot louder. It definitely flowed a lot more air. I'm still getting good air on my helmet because it's going in through my vents. Yeah, I'm still getting good air. Not as much as I was, you know, with the 16, obviously, but it definitely reduces how quiet or how loud it is. Let me go up with this. So if you really want to fine tune it, like for me, this would be perfect because I can see over it. It gets rid of my buffeting. Yeah, it gets rid of my buffeting and I can still see over the windshield. Yeah, that buffeting's gone and I'm not even all the way up. So if I go all the way up, yo, now I'm looking through the windshield. On a rainy day, I think this is coming clutch. I open my visor because I don't really need it closed. It's not loud. So this is what I'm talking about, like feeling the crosswinds. It's crazy. It's not a terribly windy day today, so yeah, I mean, right? Let me see. I'm gonna try to lower it just a little bit, see where I'm at. So now I can see over it. Right there, I can see over it just fine. I'm looking at the straight road. And I got zero buffeting, y'all. That's a win in my book. That's a win. That is a win-win. Now let's get a little bit of speed so we can really, I really want to feel how it is on it. I'm good. Yeah, y'all. That is nice. That is nice. So if you're looking for a really nice, quiet ride, yeah, I definitely say the F4 Customs 20-inch windshield is a green light, y'all. I just figured I'd give you my initial impressions of what it's like with the windscreen. Okay, Big Bertha. Hoo, hoo, hoo. All right. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. This thing is insane, y'all. This bike is ridiculous. And now it's even better. Okay, I got a little more crosswind right here. And what's crazy is I can literally feel it on the side of me, but there's nothing in front of me, y'all. Like, nothing. And I'm looking over the windshield. I got it, like, I wanted to say like mid-height. I don't have it all the way up. But I have it up enough where I can see over it. And now I'm getting some of the buffeting from this semi-truck. So let me raise it up and see if that changes it. Yeah, that definitely helps. Oh yeah, I want to see what this is like with the crosswinds. Nah, I felt it on my legs, but I didn't feel it on my chest. You know, when semi-trucks go by you and you're next to them, a lot of times it'll make your body rock. But nah, man, fantastic, and that's what it does. I really don't think I need it that high to be effective. Unless it's raining, then that'll be beautiful. But yeah, I'm real glad that I went with the 20-inch. Man, I just saw a bug hit it and literally like shoot straight up in the air, just shoo. Yeah, that's official, y'all. This for sure is official. Let me just go all the way down really quick. And see, I don't even have to raise it up that much. Y'all see, that's the lowest position, and that's where I get a little bit of buffeting, but just a little tap, yo, I'm good. I am good. I can see over the windscreen perfect. See how we looking. See how we looking, y'all. I hear wind, but I don't feel it. Let's go right there. Man, that is nice. Now I gotta be a little bit more careful because when there's less wind and I feel like there's less resistance on the body, it's easier for you to want to speed. Now, some people said having this taller windscreen will affect your MPGs, but I haven't done the actual math on that or the data analysis on that. So if anybody has done the data analysis on if the windscreen affects your MPGs, definitely comment down below because I'm curious. I've seen a little bit of debate online, but hey, it's not nothing crazy. I think I'd rather have my comfort at the expense of a few miles per gallon. But now you got yourself a proper cruiser when you got yourself a proper windscreen to hit them roads, y'all. I don't know why I went with a weird accent voice. Just let me do me, man. Let me do me, y'all. I hope you guys got something out of this video. If you're in the market or was looking for a windscreen for your Goldwing, here's another option for you if you're considering it. Yes, it's expensive, but so are these bikes. So, you know, don't spare no expense. If you found something useful in this video, or if I helped you out in any kind of way, or you want to see some more, man, definitely hit that like button. Doesn't cost you anything. It helps me out a lot. And then hit that subscribe button if you want to see some more, because I got some more installs coming. I got some more rods coming. And yeah, we're going to have ourselves a good old time. But I will catch y'all in the next Swint Nation video. Ooh, while I'm leaning this girl. Peace.